Holy smokes. Woo. All right. I mean, it's gonna...
You need to push this thing out because it's not working right now. Good thing it's light.
Well, why are we hung up here? Oh, over that little rubber strip? Yeah. There she goes. Like a bat out of hell. Keys. Just lock the steering wheel right into the Audi back there. Perfect.
It's coming in. This is the last time you're going to see it as a four-wheeler right here. Yeah.
What's it gonna be?
It's going to be
A Barbie Jeep.
it's a cool thing. You got to keep up with the trends.
Mason had to go run for parts, so I'm gonna start tearing this thing apart. We gotta just take the plastics off and see what kind of nasty, dirty crap we find, I guess. Alright, so we got most of the stuff taken off. Gas tank's left, I already got it unbolted, so it should just pop right up and out. Come on. That old fuel line is really hard, holy smokes. Alright, and we're just gonna set it in this tire over here. That's where it's gonna go. From here, I take the exhaust off there. I'm gonna take that exhaust and then chop the frame. And then we're gonna try and chop up the power wheels and get the body on there today. And then see if we can get some stuff kind of placed where we want it. We're gonna have to move this back suspension. I saw somebody else that made one of these, kind of the same exact rear end. So he had the solid rear end. He took the whole shock here and then he moved it just the same angle but backwards, so it kind of would fit at an angle into the back of the power wheels like that. So that would probably work for us, and I think that's the way we're gonna go. And then we're also thinking that the front suspension is probably gonna pop out of the front of the Jeep, so it's gonna come out of the hood. I think that'll look kind of cool, so I think we're gonna go ahead and try and do that. Everything else can get cut off. The steering tube is gonna have to come at more of an angle this way, so we're gonna have to figure something out there. Good. Sounds good. Okay, so it's time to cut the top portion of the frame off. Got everything unconnected from this top half. Got all the electrical stuff taken off. The steering shaft is taken off of this plate. So we're just gonna start chopping stuff up.
Dried pineapple.
Adds a whole new dimension of movement to the thing.
Now that Germ did all the hard work.
Yeah. Might be a little bit attached up here. There it goes. The top of a four-wheel.
Oh, we don't need that. Oof, look at that, cool. We got a lot of room now. So, don't want to sit on that, but we'll be like sitting right on this plate. This thing's gonna be really nice when you're this low. It's gonna be so stable.
Yeah.
Does it actually look like?
No.
Oh, it doesn't?
No.
Cool. Cool looking. Get the top off that and just real rough fit and see how close we are.
Yeah. So we tried putting the body on it like this, but the steering tube is just too, it's in the way. So we're gonna take the steering tube off and cut it right now. We have this for the steering. We're gonna use this. It's from a Saab outside, so we'll be able to get a nice angle and we won't have to mess with that plate down there that's already inside the front cage here, so. Alright, so we just cut the steering tube. Look at how nice that fits. Isn't it great when stuff just works?
Yeah. Now we're just gonna burn that in real hot. Fill that gap right there.
Boom bang.
So that'll be good. We'll put this.
Alright, before we set the steering tube and weld it all, we're gonna put the body on this thing, see what it looks like, kinda, if it just sits on there. Something kinda like this. I mean, it's gonna sit a little bit lower. Dang. Dude, this is gonna be
perfect this way to this way though, right? Or do
just
we
about.
like it forward?
Well, if we go too much more forward, we gotta look out for the wheel wells.
We want that right in the middle.
I think right in the middle is good. Yeah. Alright, we cut the bucket out. Dude, look at how sick this looks. Oh
Just
my
about
goodness.
gonna be it right there. Cool.
Wow.
And I think we'll be able to have this front part in. And still.
Yeah, I mean close. Those little reflectors are going away. All those wires aren't going to be there. Yeah, if you put that in, it might just hold it right up to the height that it's supposed to be at. And you're going to be sitting farther back yet too, because that back's going to...
Those brakes won't be. Like this. Car will be right here. Pickup tube right there.
Yeah. And you're gonna be like, yeah, you'll be back another 4 inches probably.
What do you mean?
In the seat. We're gonna have to cut the back.
Oh, really?
Because, yeah, unless you want to be scrunched in there like that.
Well, these are right here.
That's fine.
So if anything, it's gonna be forward more.
But we can go over the top of those though. Or cut that out completely if we need to.
Mm-hmm.
Holy smokes. Alright. We did a good number on this thing today. We went from 2 vehicles to half a vehicle.
Just a few more touches.
Yeah, we got to do the rear suspension, the steering tube, we got to find the seat. We got to get the carburetor on the new carb. We got to get it wired up. And then we can do fine tuning as far as like where things are actually going to go. We got to do a new exhaust.
Engine mount, because the engine's a little bit.
Yeah, saggy. Those are the old mounts, so we're going to have to figure out a way to
do something. But yeah, so more fab on this thing next.
Yeah.
Well, this is farther than I thought we were going to get today. And so next video, I think we're going to try to mount the body and then build everything around that. Definitely want to get the steering figured out next time. Maybe even get it moving under its own power, even if it doesn't have brakes.
Or a seat.
Or a seat. Ooh. We can use a patio cushion. We're going to get that stuff done hopefully next video. So see you next time.